Welcome everybody to COMSTAR'S next top model. I'm your host TTB. Welcome, it is so good to see ya. Welcome Mechwarriors, greetings ladies and gentlemen. Well, today I want to do another quick video on Mechwarrior 5 on the beta. So many of you have written to me that you are interested in the mech customization options, specifically the colors and the paint schemes. And since not all of you have access to the Mechwarrior 5 beta, I thought to myself, well, I can't show you all the mechs and all the skins because that video would go 24 hours because there's 500 different mechs and I think like 10 or 12 plus different paint jobs in each mech. So that might be a little bit crazy, but what I can show you is one mech and then we'll try some of the options and see what happens. So right now here we've got the Atlas Boar's Head Hero mech and I made it pink. It is a bubble gum Atlas Hero mech. This is how this mech looks normally. This is the Atlas Boar's Head. In the back it says bore to death, but that's a little bit low res right now because of the textures that I think need to still get upgraded. On the arms it actually says big right here, and on the other side pig. Well, it's the Boar's Head. Alright. Now you can change the colors by selecting primary, secondary and tertiary colors and then just moving the colors around. For example, if I wanted pink, I would move it over here. Right now we've got a darker pink color, but you can use this slider here to select how bright you want your color to be. So if I go full bright, we get this purplish pink. If I go a little bit to the middle, we get a little bit darker. And if I go full black, this should actually turn black. Beautiful. Alright, this other slider here just steers how close to the center you get with the color wheel. So basically this is your color opaqueness from being fully visible to not being visible at all, aka being white. And of course then is your light and dark balance. If you put that light balance up to full light, you get complete white, and if you put it to complete darkness, you get complete black. Simple, right? So this is the stock color that we have, but let's have a look at the other available camouflages. We have the Applejack pattern. This here actually doesn't look too bad, but it is very similar in terms of colors. So if I mess a little bit with the colors, let's see what else we can get here. Maybe we go a little bit to the right hand side. Okay, so this maybe we'll do this in white, and we'll leave this in green, and the other one we'll do in blue, and that gives us an idea of what kind of fields are getting moved here. Yeah, as you can see, the blue is just in the arms here and down on the legs, and then it is just basically put in half. It might actually look better the other way around. So if I go with black right here, come on, let's get this black, and then maybe move this towards the white area. Let's see, can we change this properly? Okay, never mind. So the color here on the head is actually fixed. All right, well, we know, the more you know. So you can't change it. That is sad. Okay, let's see the other patterns. The Buccaneer pattern. It doesn't look good this way. We need more contrast for that. Let's reset it. The stock Buccaneer is actually looking pretty nice. You've got the Atlas skull, you got skull and bones. It still has the it still has the words on it, but instead of big pig, it now says big and deal on the other hand. So that's a nice little detail added in. So the Buccaneer stuff will always be skulls and pirate themed stuff coming in. And of course, once again, you can just change this to your heart's content. So for example, if you want to be a little bit more on the red side, you got to be careful though, because it has like a base color. So let's see, maybe go towards here-ish. Okay, now we're more on the orange. It's a little bit hard to find solid colors. Like the border between red and purple is very close. So I think it would be nice if there was like another field where you can just pick some solid colors. But yeah, so that is going to be probably the color for the skull here. So if I put this to white and then go up here, we can make this pretty creepy. All right. Now there is the Cobra pattern. That should give us a nice little like Cobra-like structure on the mech. As you can see, you've got this these white lines now intersecting everywhere, giving the appearance of snake scales. And of course, here that snake belly in the middle. And it actually has some kind of snake fangs down here. So that's also a nice bit of detail. One of my favorites is the Crusader pattern. Always looks nice, and of course you always know Deus Vult. So if you're onto a crusade against, for example, COMSTAR, then this pattern will come in handy, and it looks pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I like Crusader. That's a thing. It actually has like another cross here on the Atlas skull, so that's a nice little detail. In my opinion, looks pretty good. I probably should change the secondary color to something a little bit more like resembling red. I've got red before. There we go, that's a red color. Finally, TTB can pick colors like a 3-year-old. Okay, perfect. Next up we have got the Davian color scheme. If you want to be a part of the Federated Suns, you can always walk around like this. Federated Suns camouflage. Interesting camo. What I'm missing a little bit is the fun stuff. I like the Steiner stuff that PGI did for Mechwarrior Online because it always had some fun little notes to it. Deviant is a little bit plain in my opinion, but it looks nice. It definitely looks nice. This is the default paint job for the Atlas, which looks a little bit weird in my opinion. Of course, maybe go with a less depressing color. Like if you go with black here, it doesn't look too bad. What happens if we turn this to white? Does this change the skull? Okay, so if we change this, but go here and go to the black side, hey, you can make a spooky thing that doesn't have a nose. Or you can make it look like Bane. You can make it look like Bane from Batman. Also, not bad. I also like the detail on the missile tubes. It looks pretty cool. Love it. I mean, it does look a little bit glossy, but I think if they add a little bit higher res textures, it will look awesome. Then we've got the digital paint scheme. That is just a digital scatter ground. It works well on a lot of mechs. Also is a very nice thing to do some camouflage. I like that. What I like more though than digital is fractal, and that's just gonna break it up even more and make this nice color scheme. Like, I don't know, like somebody just threw a bunch of colors on there, like threw a couple paint buckets at it. I like that. Then there is Hot Rod. Hot Rod, of course, being flames all across your mech. Does look pretty. And of course, if you paint your mech red with the Hot Rod pattern, then it goes faster. That is certified orc logic. Then, actually this is the normal Hot Rod pattern. Looks nice. I can also show you the normal designs. This is fractal in the normal design. It's a little bit plain in my opinion. Digital in normal also a tad bit plain. And of course the default Atlas, well, it's green. It's noob green. Don't make your mechs that color. Don't run around like an MWO noob. No. Don't do that. Now, we have Curita. Let's see what this honorable house has in terms of colors. So we have some leaves down here, we've got some bamboo shoots or whatever that is supposed to be, and we've got this dragon winding around the Atlas, and I think ending in the arm here. Yeah, there's the tongue coming out. Not a bad design. There's another part of the dragon going around. Interesting. Well, if you are a Sunset Warrior, maybe that is the paint scheme for you. Or if you are a dirty schemer and betrayer, maybe House Lao is something for you. Did they actually implement the color from MWO where it has a little bit like a structure to it? It doesn't seem so. It doesn't seem so. I mean, there's lots of danger nuclear signs on that, but I'm kind of missing the... Yeah, it doesn't have any structure to it, unfortunately. That's sad. But you can also play around with this a little bit and end up with some... Like, you just press 2 buttons and you have a nice design. I mean, guys, this looks good. Fine. Well, then we have House Merrick. I said it in the video before, guys. If I look at House Merrick colors, to me, this looks like Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. To infinity and beyond! So, I mean, if you are a House Merrick loyalist, then by all means. If not, maybe, you know, turn down a little bit on the colors. Actually, hey, this could be a nice, like, neon punk kind of thing. Let's see. Make this purple and this maybe make this red. I said red. Can we do red? No? What can we do then? What kind of color does this change? Okay, change this color. Alright. 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 Aha. Okay, yeah, well, it still looks like a toy. It's fun though, and it's memorable. So yeah, that was House Merrick. Now we have Mountain Line. The standard Mountain Line pattern, of course you can play around with that. I always switch to pickup, sorry. I need to get this done properly. Then we can do like maybe some, I don't know. It's actually funny because it actually shows you complementary colors if I'm not 100% mistaken. So let's see, the complementary color to red should be something like this. That should be fine. And then maybe, what else? Something like that. Nah, not like that. Nope. That'd be darker. I mean, you could go full dark, of course. Yeah, so mountain line pattern. Not too shabby, but a little bit boring in my opinion. Then we've got the best Atlas pattern, or one of the best Atlas patterns, the Franken pattern. House Steiner, and then you just do it skull and bones, and this is pretty creepy, especially if this thing creeps up behind you in Mechwarrior Online. With ECM, you turn around, you just see this thing alpha striking your face. Of course, you make it full black, and then if you want the bones to be true bones, you make them white. I mean, you can add other colors, but I like to have it like very white so it actually stands out hardcore. And then, of course, the blood splatters everywhere, so I like this pattern. Franken definitely recommended. Then we've got polygon. Well, it's polygons. Literally polygons. I hit pink again. There we go. That's an orangish red. So I'm getting better at this, guys. Okay. Interesting pattern, but not my favorite. Let's see, we have the radar pattern. Well, this is basically some color on the arm, and then it gets repeated on the head, and then it gets moved to the other arm and the leg. Nice asymmetrical pattern, but definitely not my favorite. Doesn't look too bad though if you use standard pattern. It has the idea, basically like this mech has been put together by some parts, like you've got like part of a Deviant mech or whatever. At least it's a similar color scheme. Then we've got Rasselhag. I think Rasselhag is a little bit of a letdown and compared to the MWO skins, because in MWO it was like just gold and reflective stuff everywhere. It was very, very glamorous. This is just, I mean, it's still reflective, but it's not gold anymore. It's only two colors that you can change here in the Rasselhag pattern, and this is the primary color and the secondary color, and the rest is just basically like a blackish kind of thing. I think this could be improved. Honestly, I think this could be improved. That's a step down from MWO, unfortunately. Well, then we have the Razzle Dazzle pattern, and consider me sufficiently razzle dazzled, but this is a nice pattern that actually also fits the universe well, and you look a little bit like a trash test dummy, so that's extra bonus. And then we have got the Sherman. Well, this has Sherman tank stars and everything on it, and a little bit of camouflage painting, and of course you can change those colors to your liking. So for example, if you want to go yellow Sherman with some I don't know, some blue stuff and pink stars, you can do that. Okay, then we've got the snowfall pattern. This looks cool actually. It should also be nice when you are actually on a snowfall map. You can blend in with the environment. I mean, it won't deter your enemies, but it will look cool. So that's something that you could think of, and you can also make the snow any different color that you want. So maybe you want to have, I don't know, red dots on black. Ooh, it's starting to look pretty. And then maybe blue, no, green. Okay, it's starting to look like a swamp monster. maybe TTB should not be allowed to paint mechs. Maybe TTB should be forbidden to do that. Okay. There is one of my favorite paints, Steiner. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any funny stuff on it. It's just white and blue with some yellow. But it looks very clean. It looks very stylish. I like it. Kind of like a Deviant paint. Something that you can just use and be happy about it. Then we've got the tartan color scheme. This is for if you want to be a Highlander, then you can go with that. And of course, again, we can change the color intensity. Why is this all of a sudden magenta? There we go. Let's say red, and then we go maybe black. Actually, no, this is just for the straps here. So maybe you go yellow with this, dark yellow, and then this color goes black. Yeah. I can see TTB not having access to this in the final game. I think Russ is just going to deactivate it from me. Lack of taste. Then there is a tiger pattern. Tiger pattern actually looks really fun, especially if you get it with like some nice colors in there. Definitely a fun one to use, and if you use the classic version, yeah, you just gotta get like a striped version of camouflage. Very similar probably to the woodland pattern, which just looks like that, exactly. So if you want to go with Bundeswehr Flecktarn or whatever your army uses in terms of colors, then go with woodland and just paint it according to your color schemes. Then we have the urban block scheme. This is more for urban combat, and once again, of course, if you want to stand out, you definitely can stand out. You just have to be bold enough to do so, and then your teammates in co-op will be like, what is going on here? Then we have the vagabond pattern. This is just some random lines through the mech, very similar to the virus pattern, but the virus pattern is going to be a little bit closer in terms of the amount of lines, and also a little bit hard to look at, but some people really like the virus pattern as well. Well guys, there you have it. Those are the available paint jobs on this atlas, and as an added bonus I'm going to show you a different mech. Let's see, let's for example say, let's take something that has nice big arms. Let's take an awesome, or let's see, what else could we try? Let's take a Mauler. Yeah, Mauler has nice big shields. Let's take the Mauler MX90, and let's have a quick look add the paint jobs available here. I just want to see how they differentiate themselves. If I go back on here now you can see like big skulls on the arms, skull and bones here. Beautiful, beautiful thing, a skull in the back. Nice detail. Cobra pattern on the Mauler, bigger scales, again that Cobra belly as well. Crusader on the Mauler, yeah, that thing is gonna go on a crusade. Beautiful. Devian pattern on the Mauler also looks very, very nice. Let's say Hot Rod Mauler. Beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Kurita. Once again, dragons and cuttlefish. Asparagus or cuttlefish. Also, what's this? Kibiki mask? Buki mask? I can't remember the name probably, but yeah, you know that kind of mask. 2 of them, actually. Beautiful. House Lao, a little bit more subtle, I would say, with those colors. Merrick, once again, Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. Franken, looks good. Looks good. Especially the rib cage with the, the other cannon sticking out of it, and bones up on top here. Wrestlehag. Unfortunately, once again, this is black. It should be golden. If it was golden, it would be great. And what else? Sherman. Oh, it's a tank. Steiner. Steiner! Donauwalzer! And Tartan. Also, not a bad color scheme. And of course, woodland, if you want to blend in with the trees before you start burning them down and killing the enemy. Alright guys, I think that concludes our video. Hope you guys enjoyed that little fashion show. If you did, drop me a like, leave me a comment in the comments down below. And of course, if you really, really enjoyed it, think about becoming a member of Team TTB on Patreon. Thanks for watching, have a great day, TTB out.